So this arrived the other day. It's the Joel Havers Oscar Awards award. And I was thinking about the direction my YouTube channel is going to take. And I've been wanting to upload frequently, or as frequently as I possibly can. And I'm going to take a different direction this year. I think with the passing of my father, I think it's time for me to just get more serious about this channel, but also more introspective. And I wanted to talk about awards. I think in filmmaking, awards is a very big thing, like winning a film festival, getting an award, winning an Oscar. I know this is not real, like the real Oscar, but I think there's such a priority put on winning an award. And I can't say that I haven't been dissimilar to other people, because when Joel announced this contest and then he showed that he was going to make his own awards, I was like, I need to win. I want to win, and I'm a very competitive person. I grew up in a family of two very competitive people, my mom and my dad. And I remember, like, we would go to church and we'd take different cars, and then we'd come home and my parents would race to see who could get home first. And in sports or speech and debate or filmmaking or anything in my life, I always was a competitive person based off of who my parents were. They kind of taught me that being competitive is good. Being competitive shows you have drive and vigor for your life. And I think that's such a wonderful thing to take away. But another thing that my parents taught me, and a thing that my dad taught me, is that it doesn't really matter what kind of awards you got sitting up on your mantle. When we were kids, that we would get like an award every year for soccer. Like, even if your team was terrible, if it was like the worst team, everyone would get an award, and it was like, oh, cool, like I got an award. And it's so funny how meaningless all of it was, because it's like, we didn't do good. We weren't even that competitive in that game. Like, we weren't even that good at being a sports team, a soccer team. And we still got an award for, I guess, participating. And I think that the lesson that I've just come to learn is that just having an award, just conquering something, like saying like I win a festival or I won this prestigious award, it's really silly. Because I think what life is all about is meeting amazing people, having a great life, working as hard as you can to make something beautiful. And when I made One Shot, ultimately deep down, the reason why I made it was because I was a competitive person and I wanted to make something beautiful. I wanted to compete to make something beautiful. And that's why I made this film. And that's why I'm very, very excited to keep making films and keep getting better, is because filmmaking is always a competition with yourself. You're always trying to get better at what you do. And when you're making films, you're always in a battle with yourself. And I'm never going to lose that competitive spirit. My dad wouldn't want me to lose my competitive spirit. He'd always want me to be as competitive as possible. He'd always say that, Danny, I know you really have it in you. He really believed in me. I have a little message that he recorded after I won this award when Joel announced it. It's the only video that he's ever sent me. Ever. It's a little message that he just said, and he sent it to me right after I had won.
Danny, I just watched the video of Joel Havers' little production. Great job. Tell Joel I thought he did a great job. It was very funny, very witty. So great job. I'm proud of you. Peace. Have a great night, okay? Love you, my man.
And honestly, that means more to me than this or any other award I'll ever win. Just do your best to be a talented person. Do what you can, you know? You just gotta work hard And, you know, he would say to me when he would talk about football, because he used to play and he used to try to be a competitive football player, he said that I wasn't the most gifted or I wasn't the most talented, but you know what? I was the one who was the hardest working. I'd get there an hour before everyone else was, and I'd leave an hour after everyone else was gone. And that's what I've tried to do with my life. I've tried so hard to make something really good and work even when no one's watching. So I just want you guys to know that's important. And if no one's going to tell you that, I'm going to tell you that, because that's something my dad would have told me. I love you guys so much, and I'm going to keep making videos, and maybe they'll be a little sad like this, or maybe they'll be different content. I might be doing some video essays talking about what I like in film. If you could support me in any way, I have a Patreon where I'm going to be taking donations for some movies that I'm working on. I could really use the help right now. Thank you guys so much. I love you, and I'm going to be back very shortly with another video.